This is a basic introduction to the ORK 3. The primary feature of the ORK 3 that as a user you'll notice is that everything is available to look at, and if you're logged in you can actually modify it. But what we're hoping is that you'll attempt to explore the site, so if you get an opportunity to be local prime minister or kingdom prime minister or someone with the authority to work with the site, that there's not a terrible amount of training you have to go through. So like I said, feel free to browse through the site. There's nothing you can really hurt. Everything is secured pretty well against accidental encounters with your mouse. So what you'll notice first up here in the upper left hand corner, there's a pair of upper left hand right hand corners, there's a pair of floating boxes, and these are really irritating if you're looking at the site on a mobile phone, and that's fine. In the upper left hand corner you'll see there's an admin button. Admin is really configuration for whatever page or object you're looking at. So right now we're looking at the ORK 3 overview, and it looks like there's just one kingdom, which there is in this version. But if we were to say look at a park or an event or a company, then admin would configure that park or event or company, whatever we happen to be looking at. Home, there'll be a trail of kind of a location where you're at. Login obviously takes you to a login page. Players gives you the opportunity to search for a player or to play what I like to call persona name games. So like if we search for Raven, how many Ravens are there? And mind you, this is just the kingdom with the wetlands. Imagine how crazy this will get with all the kingdoms. Raven's a good one. Black is a good one. I like Drake. Dragon. I mean, there's straight up 3 dragons right there. I don't even know what to make of that. Similarly, there's parks. You can search for a park. So, for instance, we might search for there's some Glen. So there's 2 Glens. I think neither of them are still playing, but that's fine. You just come through and click on it, and it'll take you directly to that park or that player. Again, here we have a list of kingdoms, and if the Kingdom of the Wetlands wasn't so lonely and weird, it might have a principality, and that would be here. We have a map, and this map is a real-time updated map using Google Maps, and the address information you enter for your, or you configure for your local park. We have upcoming events. Here we have the Wetlands Summer Midrain and our quals. This should be fun. This is always an argument waiting to happen, obviously. Here the local Prime Minister of Crimson Moon is really on the ball and has figured out how to add a tournament to his park, which is coming up on the 24th of August, strangely the Sunday of our event, so that should be weird. And we can find players, companies, households, and events down here. And if we wanted more information about the Kingdom of the Wetlands, we might click on the Kingdom of the Wetlands, and we can admire our fine dolphin heraldry. And here we can search for players, enter awards, look at the Kingdom Atlas, or check out the treasury for the kingdom. So the Kingdom Atlas might look like this. That's super fun. Get a list of the parks, and then some kingdom level reporting. Of note, the player roster is all the rosters, and active players are the ones who are marked active as compared to our attendance active. Active by attendance down here under player attendance. Wavered players are players who've managed to successfully upload a waiver, not a player who is actually wavered. I find there's a huge difference between the two. We have Knights and Masters, just a list of those. Kingdom level awards right now are awards that are 8 and above, and then everybody here who's played, say Monk in the last 6 months, they can be in the Monk Guild. That'll be a list. We have some convenience attendance summaries here. This will give you a list of each week or each day with a roll-up kind of sum, and then the Kingdom Heraldry. And again, we have our events over here. And if we wanted more information about a particular park, we might pick, Crimson Moon. And again, we can enter attendance and awards, search for players, and this will all be filtered by Crimson Moon for this park. And the local PM has entered the park day every Sunday at 2. And so this knows how to structure calendar events. So for instance, later on we might have meetup.com integration or Facebook integration, and this will know how to automatically create those events on those sites as park days. Here we have reports that are filtered by the park, or upcoming events, tournaments, and some other options. And that is a basic introduction to the ORK.